This video is brought to you by StoneAgeGamer.com, a fantastic site for retro games, systems, accessories, and more. Be sure to check out StoneAgeGamer.com. Skip it up and that up. So there was a report released by Deal News Market Research, and they ran a survey asking a whole bunch of things about gaming. But the big thing that they asked, and it's been spreading like wildfire there, is they surveyed a bunch of people, and they asked them, hey, the Xbox One is going to be connectless and going to be $399 in June. Will you be picking one up? And it wasn't good news for Microsoft if they go by this survey. 79% of the people surveyed said they will not be picking up an Xbox One, even at $399. And of those that were surveyed who owned an Xbox 360, 59% of those said, yep, no, even at $399, I'm not getting one. I'm not getting it at that price. So, yeah, it doesn't sound like really good news for Microsoft. But there's one thing that a lot of these articles, including Cinema Blend, they're not letting people know about the survey, is that there was only 927 people that were surveyed. That's it, not even 1,000. So the grain of salt you have to take this with is like this. It's like smaller than like table salt. It's 927 people does not account for the millions upon millions of gamers and consumers out there. Now, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here, though. Why is this, though? Let's take this survey as Bible. Why are people still disinterested in the Xbox One? Well, there's the obvious reason that everyone's mentioning. The whole DRM thing they had in 2013 left a bad taste in people's mouths. How they changed with the Kinect, and they've been reversing all of their policies and doing a bunch of 180s since the Xbox One is released. I'm sure that has something to do with it. But I really think, like the previous video I just made, kind of makes a huge point with this too, is that there's nothing really, except you can maybe argue Forza 5 must have for the Xbox One. I mean, to look at Titanfall, for example. Titanfall you could get on the Xbox One, Xbox 360, not a GIMP version, it's the full damn game, and PC. That blew when I saw that. Here I'm thinking like, all right, Titanfall, when I first heard about it, when there was first murmurs about Titanfall, I was thinking that Microsoft, all right, they're going to be smart enough and make that a Xbox One exclusive. They have the money to make that happen. Even if they took a ginormous loss on Titanfall, whatever numbers EA was asking for and Respawn was asking for, Microsoft should have thrown that money at them. And if I was Phil Spencer, or whoever was in charge at the time, actually it wouldn't have been Phil Spencer, of the Xbox division, I would have went to EA with spread ass cheeks and been like, guys, my ass is yours, pound away. Whatever I need to do to get Titanfall to be exclusive on the Xbox One, I need to do it. Because even if Microsoft took a ginormous loss, it is a good game. It's a pretty damn good game. And if it was the only place you could get it on is the Xbox One, more Xbox Ones would have been picked up. That goes into that weird thing I'm talking about. Why is that game released for the Xbox 360 too? I've never seen this before with any other generation, at least to this degree, where they release the full game for the previous generation console when the new gen console's out. It blows me away. On top of it too, a lot of the games are also coming out for PC. It's that simple. They're not giving any necessity to getting the next gen consoles. I was talking to a buddy of mine, Alec John. We were talking about how there's just really no need to pick up next gen right now. And that's kind of like a catch-22, because if there's no need to pick up next gen, if you get the games in other places, people are going to get the next gen consoles. Developers are going to be nervous. Now, I'm not saying the consoles are selling bad. They're not. But I feel if they did things differently, the next gen consoles will be selling even better, especially the Xbox One. But if you don't, it's kind of like this big catch-22. They're making the games for the previous generation and next generation, okay? Which gives people no incentive to buy the next-gen games or next-gen consoles. No one's buying the next-gen consoles or as much as they want them to, so that makes developers nervous. So it's this catch-22 where they keep making these full titles for the Xbox 360 and PS3, and then people are like, oh, I'm not going to buy the next-gen consoles. And so developers are like, yep, I'm going to keep making them for the previous generation. So right now, if you're not a nerd like you or I, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be that excited about next gen. And I think that's what we're seeing. I don't think it's just that people hate the Xbox One, which I'm sure there were those people that were surveyed. I think people just aren't excited about it because there's other places to get those kick-ass games at. Okay? I mean, when other games come out like Halo and Gears of War, I hope to God Microsoft does not make those for the PC too, for their own sake, from a business standpoint. But when those games come out, and hopefully they're just exclusive to the Xbox One for Microsoft's sake, okay, it'll be different. I think we'll see surveys like this show something different where people will be more excited about getting an Xbox One. But right now, yeah, I even though I think that you can't really take the survey as Bible, it kind of makes sense at the same time because, you know, why would I pick up the Xbox One for Titanfall if I have a perfectly good Xbox 360 and it's the same game? Titanfall and the Xbox 360, minus the graphics being uglier, is the same game. Why would I spend $400 on another console to play a game I could already play on my console that's already in my home and paid for? That's what I really think what's being shown with this survey. So it'll be interesting to see like a year from now when there's more exclusives out, if they run these kind of surveys again to see what people say. It'll be interesting to see if people's tunes change or if they don't. If they don't at that point, then it would be a little bit more concerning. But all right, folks, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one.